Hi, hi, beautiful people, my beautiful Oyinbo people. How you are doing today? It's a lovely Saturday afternoon. It is bright and sunny, and we are happy. We are always very happy whenever there's sun. Happy days. So I'm just taking a stroll because this weather is too beautiful to be wasted, even though I'm really tired. I'm trying to vlog. I put what's it called, the Q&A. I put the question on my Instagram and asked people to send in questions for my Q&A. The first Q&A that I want to do. Oh my god, you guys somebody cannot come and play with you people. Now wow. I'm expecting questions like what's your height, who's your best friend, or simple questions. For we are profound questions. In fact, it's not even questions though. It's not get to know me questions. These are like vlog topics that I'm getting. Oh my god. Really funny. I've seen all the questions. I'm going to get to them. Like I said, some of them are not get to know me or anything like that. They are really, these are proper really long and very interesting topics that you want me to talk about. So I might not be able to answer some of them in the Q&A because they are not actually Q&A. They are suggestions and other things that people want me to talk about, so, which I'm happy to do. So I'll get to it. You people, they can't play with you. Q&A. I'm beginning to regret. Questions. Anyway, I love my fans. I love Obodo people family, so I'll do my best to make sure that I get to all of them when I can soon, hopefully. Hi guys, welcome to Oyinbo TV. It's your girl Frigid. It's a bright and sunny lovely day here in London. Today is Saturday and we are happy. We hardly see sun, so when we see sun everybody goes mad, so don't blame me. I know I talk about the weather a lot, but it affects my mood. It shouldn't, but it does, so I tend to go on and on about it. So thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's the red button down there. Click on the red button, please subscribe. The gray bell will tell you whenever I post my videos so you can get notifications, so remember to click on the gray bell as well. And I do have a Patreon account now, like I said in a few of my previous videos. If you'd like to be an Obodo patron, please let me know. The link is also going to be on the description of this vlog. Just follow the link and then it takes you. It's basically a way of you saying, okay, you want to support me and you want to donate, no matter how small it is, $5, $10, $20, $50. I don't mind. If God lays it in your heart and you want to bless my work and you want to support me, then please feel free to do so. Thank you. For all those who have done it, thank you very much. Especially my sister, who is the first person that started it. Oh my god, you really touched my heart. You know who you are. Don't want to mention names, but I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And all the other people that have done it since then, I thank you very much. Someone asked me to do a video about his wife. He said his wife is frigid and he wanted me to address it, to do a video about it. Initially when I saw it, I was kind of laughing. I'm like, oh, this man, you guys have come again though. The people from African background generally don't, especially women, tend not to talk about sex. It's the way we were brought up. We were brought up in a way that, sex is an abomination. Nobody talks about it. You're not meant to, even know about it until the day that you get married. So in most homes, Little girls will not be taught about sex or their body or how emotions and feelings and things like that. So, and I find again that in some cases, some parents really put the fear of God in their daughters in a way that they keep hammering into them every day that you must not have sex, you must not have sex. If you do this, this is it. So sometimes it impacts on people. Even when women are married, in some cases, they still struggle with it because they feel like, because it's been so engraved in their mind, they still feel like maybe they are not doing the right thing, it's a sin or whatever, even though they know that it's not a sin anymore because they are in a marriage relationship now, which is approved by God. But it does tend to impact on emotions and the way their perception about sex and the way they receive it. So I started looking into it, and I just want to talk quickly about the causes of frigidity in women and what you can do as a man if your wife is frigid to support her in terms of helping her. Because this brother was actually saying that he doesn't want to have an affair, he doesn't want to cheat, but he's feeling very frustrated because the wife is not very active in bed. She's just not interested in sex basically, and he's feeling bad about it because it's impacting on him. He's not happy with it basically, and he doesn't want to cheat. So what can he do? So that's a very valid concern of his. So we'll be talking about the causes as well as how we can go about helping people who have issues with frigidity. Frigidity is a sexual dysfunction in which a female turns sexually cold or loses interest in sex. So that means, according to what this man is saying, and by his own situation, the wife has no interest in sex at all. Even when they want to have sex, it's not exciting, it's not interesting because she's probably just lying down there, flat, and in her mind she's like, just come and do jare, and then I roll over. She's not interested in it, she's not interacting with it, she's not engaged in the process at all. So that's what frigidity means. So the causes ranges from a number of issues. Like I explained in my introduction that those of us who come from African background have been brought up in a way that we see sex negatively, especially if you're from a very strict Christian background. Your mom will be hammering into you from, once you start developing breast and your bones start coming out, they'll start telling you, if you let a man touch you, you will get pregnant. If you let a man, I remember my mom used to say that, for a long time I thought that if a man actually touches me, I will get pregnant. I did not know that it goes beyond physical touch for you to get pregnant. It's so wrong the way our parents did it, honestly. But that's their way, that's their understanding of sexual education, which is wrong. I don't think people should do it like that this day and age. We should let children know about sex. Children of a certain age should be taught about sex. So some of the causes is when there's tension in relationships in terms of if the partners or the husband or wife, boyfriend and girlfriend are not in good terms. There's tension, maybe there are unresolved issues, quarrels. There's something that the woman is harboring in her mind. For instance, if a woman is struggling with really expressing, maybe a man has done something that really hurts her, or it's not, maybe not even the man himself, but from previous relationship she's had very bad experiences and has some negativity in her heart towards men. It can impact on how she feels in her body or the way she engages in sex. And that's one. Another is fatigue. When somebody is tired, maybe they are not having enough sleep, they are working around the clock, they have this very long 40 hours shift. Not only 40 hours, they are doing overtime, It becomes stress. When you are stressed, you cannot be interested in sex. Even if you do it, you just do it to fulfill all righteousness. It's not something that you're going to enjoy. When there are communication gaps in relationships, you're not talking. I know for a fact that a lot of African men struggle with communication. When it comes to, actually talking about things, they tend to shy away from it. They don't want to talk about it. They just prefer to, just pretend like it never happened. But it's very, very important to talk about issues, because if you don't talk, maybe something happens and everybody just carries on as if nothing happened. Then you tend to grow or harbor resentment in your heart against your husband or your boyfriend. So it's very important. If there's a gap in communication that you are not talking, it does impact on the way a woman feels about sex. She might not want to do it because she's that thing you did last year is in her mind. She has not forgiven you because you've not apologized. So she has it in her mind. If you want to do, she'll just, she'll allow you to, to have sex with her, but she will make sure that you don't enjoy it. She will just do it to fulfill her right. She'll just, okay, just do. It's my wifely duty. Shebi, you want to do, come and do. But it's not good. Oh, sisters, please don't punish your husbands with sex. It's very important to a man. Don't do that. It's not right. Also, when the relationship is strained for so many reasons, maybe the man, maybe the man is not working, or he hasn't got much going on in terms of finances, and the woman is taking on a lot and is impacting on her. She's doing a lot financially. If there's a strain, whatever kind of strain, maybe financial strain, emotional strain, whatever kind of strain, maybe with the children, if one of the child is acting up or is not behaving well, he's having issues in school, if they have a child with disability, it does impact on the woman. So any kind of strain that she has may make her not to be so open or so happy to engage in, enjoyable sex. Let me call it that way, enjoyable sex. Inadequate stimulation is another reason. Stimulation in terms of preparation. Sometimes when people have been together for a while, they then tend to forget what they did before they got married, or before it happens to people who've been married for a while. There's no stimulation. It's just, but you will be surprised that women of any age, no matter how long you've been with, especially if you've been with that person for a long time, you need more stimulation because you're sleeping with this same person every time. So your body needs to prepare. I said it in a previous video that women, when it comes to sex, for men is what they see, but for women is what we hear, what we feel. It's got to do with our emotions. So you get to prepare her, stimulate her, do activities that will stimulate her, say something to her, prepare her. We'll get to how you get over that later, but lack of stimulation is another reason why a woman will not be interested, because you cannot have an argument at 5 p.m. and you didn't talk, then at 9 p.m. you want to have sex. It will not work. She might not be interested. You just say, I beg. She'll just turn and face wall and say, please, this man, mind your business, leave me alone. This night, don't let me shout, the children are sleeping. And women, they can use sex to punish men, because they know men can't do without it. Sisters, when they try. African women, most of us have issues with our body in terms of weight, gaining weight. When you've had children, you gain weight. Maybe you are not exercising, or you don't have time, or you don't, there's so many things. So if you feel, and women tend to feel very conscious about their body. For some, it might be that they've had issues with their body from when they were young. If they were obese and things like that, they were on the big side, or if they are too skinny, or they don't have breasts, they don't have bum. Like somebody put a comment which was quite outrageous on my YouTube this week and said, I like your breasts, my own is small, let's exchange. When I saw it, I was like, Egbami, which one is this one again? Initially, I thought it was a man. But when I looked at it, I saw it was a woman. I'm like, oh my God. So in that case now, if her breast is small, she's conscious of it that it's too small. She might feel that the man is not attractive, is not attracted to it because it's too small, or her bum, or she doesn't have, hips or curves or whatever it is that attract African men. So issues like that, when you are not confident about your body, and you feel very self-conscious about your body, your tummy, you've had babies, your tummy is big, for some, or you put on weight, you feel like you don't feel beautiful. Anything that impacts on the way you perceive yourself. Some big ladies are very confident about their body. They don't care. They might be big, but it doesn't matter. They feel very sexy. So it's all about the way you feel. While some, even though they are not big, don't feel confident.
My highest is 18 kick-ups.
It just depends on the individual. I've talked about shame and guilt. The shame that some ladies feel about it because of they've been guilted into it right from when they were very young, that this is a sin, you are doing the wrong thing and all that. And for some women, especially older women, sometimes there's hormonal imbalance. When a woman is in menopause, sometimes she feels dryness, and sometimes her hormones changes. Not sometimes, hormones change, just like they change when you're a teenager and you're all over the place jumping around. It also changes at a certain age when you get to menopause, and so when there's a hormonal imbalance like that, it tends to affect women. They might not be interested in sex anymore. They might be feeling very dry and unattractive down below. So things like that can also. Pregnant women, when a woman is pregnant, the kind of hormones that goes through her body, only God knows. I remember when I was pregnant. Jesus, you won't like me if I'm pregnant, honestly. 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm tearful. I was just all over the place. My hormones were confused.com. I was so confused. I will be crying for no reason. I was just, pregnancy does that to me. So some women, when they are pregnant, their hormones are all over the place. Don't even go near them. Whereby there's a period in pregnancy again when you are very happy. You feel relaxed, and you feel like you want to have sex and things like that. It's just basically the man needs to understand what is going on at certain times in the woman's body and in our mind, because we are very complex human beings. That's how God has made us. So let's talk about cures or treatment. How can we help people who are experiencing frigidity? Women who experience frigidity. Brother, how do you help your wife? You don't want to step out of your marriage. You want to help her so she can enjoy it more, be more engaged. What do you do? First thing, words are very powerful. If you're a Christian, you know this whole world was created by word of mouth. God spoke this word into existence. So that's how powerful words are. Use your words. That's the first thing. Use your words. Tell her how beautiful she is. Even if she's put on weight, she's changed since you got married, whatever. Tell her how beautiful. Some African men, ask yourself as you're watching this vlog, when was the last time you told your wife or your girlfriend that she's beautiful? When was the last time? If you haven't done it in a while, this is a golden opportunity. Please tell her. Words are very powerful. Tell her she's sexy. Tell her you admire her. Name her the part of her that you. Tell her she has a cute face. Tell her she has a good smile. Tell her you like her breast. Tell her you like her body. Tell her you like her confidence, the way she carries herself. Just talk to her. Words are really, really very powerful. Honestly, if you keep telling this, because we react to what we hear, and the more you tell somebody these things, the more they will tend to believe, even if they had body issues or they doubt the way they look. You tell them every day. That's why you see some women. A lady in my office, we were talking about fat, putting on weight and all that, and she said something that really struck with me. She said, yeah, I might be fat, I know I put on too much weight and all that, but my husband likes me like that. I started thinking about it. I was like, wow, this is deep. So the man must have been telling her that, oh, don't worry, baby, I know you put on weight, we're going to help work on it, we're going to try and get you, not just because of your looks alone, but because of your health. We're going to try and help you. We'll work together. There's something so powerful about the unity of two people who agree on something. It's really, really powerful. And weight loss is something that is so difficult. Anybody who's experienced weight loss issues will know how difficult it is. This is the biggest I've ever been in my life. When some people in Nigeria see me now, they will scream that I'm horrible like this. I used to be very, very, very skinny, so I've never really had body issues or weight issues. But it's all about talking. Tell her, oh boy, tell her she's pretty, she's beautiful. Tell her, oh God, all the good times you've had. Remind her of how lovely, what attracted you to her in the first place. When she keeps hearing these things over and over again, it will put her in the mood. Then she'll be more interested in having enjoyable sex with you. But if you never say anything good to her, you never compliment her, you never tell her she's beautiful, but you can look at Instagram all day, or look at videos on you look at Facebook or your internet, and you see women that are beautiful and you comment. When was the last time you comment? You gave your wife that you're living with, your partner that you're living with, when was the last time you commented, you made a comment about them, to their face, to their hearing? Whisper to them, tell them that they look good. You'll be surprised. It does make a lot of difference. I'm telling you. Tell a woman how she feels, even if she doesn't feel it, even if she's doubting. With time, if you keep telling her, she's gonna buy into it and she'll be more open to have sex with you. Then again, if it's that serious, like you feel like this is deeper than what just your words or your compliments can achieve, then you might consider counseling. That's very, very important. If we're talking deep issues now, if somebody has got really deep issues, emotional issues or psychological issues that they are dealing with, other issues that happened in their past with fathers or brothers or boyfriends or whatever, you can get some professional counseling. I know sometimes people struggle to say, how can I go and be talking to a stranger? But you'll be surprised. People who've gone to counseling will tell you that it's very, very helpful. It's very, very good, because those people are trained. They are not just talking. They will talk to you and walk you through finding solutions for your own problems. That's the way they are trained. So counseling might be an option if you feel like. But then again, you need to look for a suitable time and how to introduce the subject, because you can't just call and say, my dear, I think you have to go to counseling. No? This year, I'm tired of it. Every time I say, oh baby, come, you don't want to do. So you have to go and see a counselor. Be sensitive about it. Remember, we're talking about, you're trying to help us, so you can approach it very gently. Say, my love, this is how it's impacting on me. I feel like maybe we can get help. Make it a we situation. Say, can we speak to someone? How would you feel about speaking to someone? If she's open to it, or even if she's not open to it the first time, you can bring it up again. Gradually, she might begin to open to it, and then you can find somebody. Don't go to church and go and be looking for your pastor. Look for somebody you pay. Sometimes we don't want to spend money. It's Aroro will be doing. If it's to send money to Africa, Nazo, you can't. Go and look for a trained professional counselor that you can pay, a psychotherapist that you can pay to walk through the issues. Not all the time you want to go and be talking to your pastor about things like this. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to church counselors, but she might be feeling like, oh, I don't want to put my business out there. I don't want this person in church to know this is what's going on at home. So in that case, you need to go and look for somebody that you can pay, because at the end of the day, when she's happy, you're happy. And when your sex is good, that's key to happiness in marriage. So you might want to invest some money in it. Regular exercise, yeah, I'm guilty of this. I don't exercise. I should exercise, but God will have mercy on me. Regular exercise, it says that when you have regular exercise or yoga, I have a friend in Lagos who does yoga, and what it does is that it stretches your body in a way that you become more flexible, and it's also good. It's a form of exercise as well, and it's also good for flexibility. So yoga and regular exercise might help as well. You can help her. The weather is changing now, so you can take walks together, maybe sign her to the gym. Even if you don't need it, just to support her, you can go together and things like that. So exercise, people who exercise regularly tend to have a bit more energy, and they have more happy dispositions. Burst of happiness, let me put it that way. So exercise and yoga helps as well. I like this one. It says watch erotic movies together. I like this one a lot, because there's something about watching movies, erotic movies, that it turns you on. Especially if it's not. I don't like blue films. I don't like porn. No, I don't like porn. But it's about you, what you like. I know some men, a lot of men, not some, like porn, but not all men. But personally, what I like is a romantic movie that has some, that has a bit of action in it, like romantic scene in it, that eventually it will lead to, sex and all that. It's the build-up that I enjoy, like going out, having that, romantic moment and all that. But I personally don't like just putting porn and, there's no communication, there's no talk, it's just bing, 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 bing. They just start on it, and I don't like it. But anyway, whatever works for you. But the advice here says, what from my research says, watch erotic movies or read erotic books. I read a lot. When I was young, I was a reader. I've always read all my life. Now I don't read anymore because of time. But reading will do it for me as well. I read a lot of Mills and Bones, like I told you guys. I read a lot of Jackie Collins, just name it. So reading does it for me. I have a Kindle that I still carry around. I don't have time to really read it. I've got a few books that I've downloaded on it I need to read. But reading will do it for me. So find out what she likes. If she's someone that likes reading or she's got the time to read, then by all means read. Encourage her to read, or buy her some books that she will read and put her in the mood. Because sometimes when we read stories or we watch people in love, it reminds us of our own, it tends to put us in the mood and it makes you feel, really, it makes you feel. So watching a romantic movies when the children are in bed, both of you will sit down and watch something nice, on your bedroom when the kids are sleeping, watch something nice. You can put her in the mood for you to enjoy your night together. Body massage and spa. This one is good. It's very, very good. Spa massage is generally very good. I keep saying I'm going to have one. So it's good because it massages your body, relaxes your muscle, makes you feel good. going to the spa. I should go to one very soon. Honestly, I'm overdue for one. So encourage her, get her vouchers to go. If she's got girlfriends, then you can, maybe tell her to invite her girlfriends, and you get her vouchers, and she and her girlfriend can go to a spa for the day. A spa day, call it a spa day. They will go there, get massages, relax, just generally distress. That will also help her put her in a good mood, and maybe increase her confidence in her, how she feels about herself, and she'll be more open. Nice treats. I like treats. Like nice treats. Surprise her, give her nice treats. A lot of men says that African women don't like flowers, we like money too much, and we like money, we also like flowers. Me, I like flowers, and I also like money. So give us nice treats. If she's working, for instance, she's at work, maybe I don't know what kind of work she does, send her flowers at work, even if she doesn't appreciate it. You go with the army boys too much. The way they will do, when they say that she receive flowers at work, it will make her feel good. At least you are thinking about her. They do delivery. If you live abroad, anywhere you live abroad, they do delivery of flowers. They can deliver to your place, or they can deliver to your home. My husband sends me flowers all the time. He's not doing it as regular as he used to do, because he knows I love flowers. So send her flowers, nice treats, buy a box of something nice. It doesn't have to be expensive. For most women, it's not the cost that matters, is the gesture that matters. That you took her time to think about her, and you did something nice for her. She'll be happy about it, and it will put her in the mood. Candle lit dinner. Candle lit. That's another one of my favorite. I love candle lit dinners. It's not all the time. I did a vlog once, and I talked about ways you can enjoy your life in this Obodo, but it's not all the time you should be cooking. People get tired of eating food that they cook. I'm a very, very good cook. I cook very well. You can ask my family, they can testify. But I don't like to cook all the time. I don't at all. So sometimes just going out, sometimes not even taking the children, let them stay at home and eat pizza. Just you and him, go out, have a very nice dinner, enjoy, talk, just don't talk about profound issues like, oh, how are we going to pay the mortgage, or how are we going to build housing. No, don't avoid topics like that will bring anxiety and might lead to quarrel, because if you're not careful, you might go out to say you want to go and have a candlelit dinner, and you end up quarreling. You come back with quarrel. So avoid topics like that. Talk about things nice and simple things that will make her happy, that will make you happy. Just gossip. Let's put it that way. Gossip, just gist generally on very trivial things. Talk about people, gossip about them properly. If it will make her happy, then when she comes home, she might be in a better mood and to have enjoyable sex with you. My final point is find out what she likes, find out what your partner likes, find out what your wife or girlfriend likes, and do it often. Often some married people don't put any effort in their relationships at all. Once they are married, they've had 2-3 children, they don't care anymore. They're just so relaxed and feel like, is it not you? Is it not you that we've been together not today? They don't bother anymore. But women we still want that, even though we've been with you. I mean, we've been in this marriage for you. You still want that. That's why I always say that when I see couples that have been together for a long time, I really admire them. I love them. I speak to them. I want to find out what have kept you together. What's the glue? And one of the glue is the fact that little things, very little things that you don't even think will matter. Little things, being mindful of one another, doing little things, having somebody in mind, caring for somebody, showing that you care, being romantic, being loving towards one another, and generally just being kind. All that can go a very long way to make a woman happy. So these are the things that you can do. I hope this will help you. And if your wife is watching, or any woman who's watching out there who has issues with frigidity, sex is very important in marriage. It's a glue that keeps marriage together. It's something that you should be doing quite often. It's not something that you should neglect and do once in 3 months or once in 6 months. Actually, if you ask, people will tell you that it's very, very important. If you want a very happy and loving marriage, you should have sex as often as possible. It's not only good for your emotional health, it's also good for your body. I hear that I'm not a medical person, so please, you nurses and doctors out there, correct me. I hear there's a enzyme that you release when you have orgasm, which is good for your youth, which is good to renew your age, that you will not look old. So if you are looking old, maybe you are not doing you're not doing it enough, so you better start doing it now, so that nobody wants to grow old, though. Nobody wants to look old. Even if you are old, you want to look young. If you want to look young and be a sissy forever, start doing it too. The more you do it, the better. So have a lovely weekend. I'll catch you soon on my next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We believe in God the Father. We believe in Jesus Christ. We believe in the Holy Spirit.